Welcome back. You join me on a morning ramble on with Rio in our new life here in the Staffordshire countryside. Been in this new house for nearly 3 weeks. Oh, and it's amazing. It still feels like we're on holiday. Hasn't felt at all real. And then this morning I'm saying to my wife, I said, oh, so I'll keep unpacking a few more things today. And she's like, are you going to crack on with ramble on and chef it? Come on, Rio. So perfect way to start the day. Monday morning, it's half term. Bring Rio for a walk and a chat with you. Have a bit of a look at my new walking locations. Give you a bit of an update. I've tried to, or at least I've got some sort of, oh look, there's a rainbow, of course there is. Yeah, rather than it just be me banging on with myself and having these as hour-long videos that I sort of don't really edit. I know no one's watching these, so it doesn't really matter. It is all just practice, but I thought I'll try and make it about something today. And we'll talk about Rio. Yeah, you. Because having Rio in the videos was just a byproduct of, you know, going for a walk with him. But being an incredible, beautiful German Shepherd. Woo, hold on. Right, so from the very first video we did in Alderley Edge, you may remember Rio having these little moments where his legs would go on him and he'd cry and he'd howl. You'd go back to any of the older videos and he does it in all of them. And we were just going, okay, well, I hope his leg's okay. Is he cramping up at all? And then we'd sort of stretch out his limbs, like just give him a bit of a stretch, and he'd shake and he'd trot off. And we kind of go, okay, well, we understand that German Shepherds, their hips can go in later life. It's always been a worry of ours. Obviously he's 8 years old, so his hips were going, and we thought, right, obviously let's get him straight to a vet because we need to see what's going on with him. You know what, if I have covered this in previous videos, you must forgive me because I'm kind of giving you the conclusion now. I won't make this I won't bang on about this in every vid. So we take him to the vet and he's got a problem with his bottom and the vet can't even touch it. It's too sensitive for him, he's in too much pain. So he gets on antibiotics and steroids and painkillers, and he was fantastic. He was really improving. He seemed happier in himself, but then when you go out on walks, again, he might still get his little cramps or his leg tightening up where we had to stretch it out. And then my amazing wife took him for acupuncture. I'm not a skeptic of acupuncture. I know enough people do it and swear by it, but I really thought, I mean, to my wife I thought, of course, try anything you want. But I did think it was sort of, how is putting a few tiny pins into a dog's leg gonna do anything? But since his acupuncture, he's not had a single cramp. I will reserve saying, oh, he's like a puppy again, because he's not quite like a puppy again, but he hasn't had a single cramp since. Have you? And he's been on heavy medication. He's lost a little bit of weight. He's now putting his weight back on. I mean, look at him. I know there was a few videos obviously during the move, or sorry, there was a space where I would have normally recorded a few videos during the house move, but I mean, it would have been fine to document it, but it was a sad sight. It really was a sad sight to see poor old Rio struggling. Now look at him. He's always kind of done that hopping on the back legs thing. Don't worry too much about that. I used to do that even as a pup. So he's starting to put weight back on and everything's great. and we were all super excited and we were all really happy. And then I came downstairs about 5 days ago, something like that, and he couldn't get up. What's going on here? And his left leg had just swollen, completely swollen. He wasn't whimpering or he didn't seem to be in any pain, but he could not move on that left leg. Rio, I'll open it for you. I mean, once upon a time he'd have hurdled that. Wait, I'll open it for you. There you go. Oh, look at my new walks, by the way. I mean, we'll get into this in a bit more detail, but it's I want to tell you all about Rio. So his leg was completely swollen. I'm going, oh my god, if it's not one thing it's another. But he's with the vets so regularly at the moment that they're not, it's not like we're missing out, we're missing something. You know, the vet's constantly examining, then a new thing will happen, then a new thing will happen, or because of the painkiller this happened, or because of the steroid this happened, or whatever it may be. So his leg's swollen up. We've now got to give him a kind of medicine, was it? I forget it. An antibiotic, which I had to shove to the back of his throat. This massive bloody pink disc opening a German Shepherd's mouth that does not want to have his mouth open, and shoving a tablet right to the back of his throat. It's not the greatest job in the world, but he's amazing like that. He will let you do things. He won't, you know, he could have bitten my fingers off, but he chose not to. I appreciate that, I really do. Right, we're nearly there with him. So his leg swole, and then so he couldn't move. Poor thing, right? So now this is a little bit more. Go on, Rio. Wow, Rio. Go look at his ears, look how happy he is, look at his tail. Rio, look at him. There were times, I'm going to be so honest now, because again, sorry, that was ringing. Let's say no one's watching these videos, but there were times you may even spot it. Go on, Riri. In some of the, I'll go up this way. There were times in some of the earlier videos where I almost didn't want to film him, because it's more like, look, oh, here's a beautiful German Shepherd, and then he, you know, his legs had hurt or he wasn't acting himself, and you think, I don't want him to, sort of didn't want to remember him that way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he gets onto these anti-inflammatory things. Oh yeah, he's laying on the floor, his leg is completely swollen. Get him straight to the vets, of course. We moved out of Macclesfield, a town called Macclesfield, north of England. If you ever find yourself in Macclesfield and are looking for a vet, there's one called Bond Street Vets, and they're just amazing, absolutely amazing, really care, very, very apparent that they care. So we get him straight in. Look at how happy he's looking, look at how happy he's looking. So yeah, the vet gets him on these new tablets. We tried to force down him, and yeah, night one he's lay there. He was in a downstairs toilet. He just won't move from there, lay on the floor. I'd put a denter stick of these things, dog cleaning things, dog teeth cleaning sticks, and he would do anything for a denter. And I put a denter right near him, and he just didn't even look at it. Oh no. So we get some good ham out, nice ham. That's his weakness. Fucking trotting. And he didn't want to eat the ham, so I thought, oh god. And let's see if he does this live on camera now. I said the G word. I said, what about Grandad? See that? He's that far away. What about Grandad? See his head tilt. Grandad, did you see Grandad this week? Grandad, my dad, is his favourite person on earth, and you can always get some sort of reaction out of him. I saw you saw then he's, you know, 10 metres away, you just whisper it, and he, what, where? So I said, you know, is Grandad coming? And he didn't. I said it, then his head turned, and he didn't even look. And I thought, that's it, maybe this is the end of Riri. So I kind of stayed with him on the bathroom floor, just holding his paws and thinking, well, you know, whatever. Anyway, after a couple of days, the swelling's starting to go down. He's been for another load of acupuncture, and now he's trotting on walks. And yeah, I won't say he's like a puppy again, like I said, but I think as we get better and better weather, I mean, first of all, come on, it's where we live now. Staffordshire, beautiful. A little greyer over there, but it's the landscape we're looking at, not the weather. So he really is improving, so we're very, 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 very happy about that. And I think that's what today's update can be about. Rio's back. I'll make sure we feature him way more in these walks. He'll be coming out with us all, won't you? What more can I tell you? I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have my dog back. So we're just going to go and carry on with this walk now. We're walking across the top of this ridge. I'm sure there's names for these hills. Probably loads of other stuff to tell you, but I think when I've looked back at these videos, I've not been editing them properly, and I've been too like, oh, just get it out there, just get it out there, just get it out there. So I think with this one, maybe I'll edit it a little bit, make it look a little bit cleaner. I've still got to upload the video of when I was outside Macclesfield town when they won that FA Cup game, so I'll do all that. And if I think of anything else that's good to tell you on this walk, I'll tell you. But for now, we'll leave it there. Just a nice update on Rio. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So, finished telling you all about Rio, and it kind of got a little bit lost coming off a farmer's field. Doesn't matter. But I've popped out on this side road, and one thing I always tell people about living around here, I'm like, you won't believe it, there's no litter. Oh, there's no litter anywhere. And I've come down here and there's fucking litter everywhere. Absolutely. I mean, do I need to film it all? People have obviously just driven down here and just lobbed stuff out of the cars. We've got a litter picker. I'm gonna come and litter pick. I am. I'm gonna come and litter pick. We'll do a little video on it. But I'm finding it super fucking offensive. Like, people would come down a beautiful country lane. I always joke, I've done a lot of naughty things in my life, but I've never ever dropped a piece of litter. And yeah, I mean, on this little country road, how much something like rubbish stands out. So yeah, I wasn't even going to film it because I was embarrassed. Like, look, it's not my road. This is a few roads away from mine. Mine's like down there and down there and down there, but that's still a really beautiful country road. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come litter picking. Look at this. Kind of Cronenberg. Just tossed out of the car. Oh, unreal. That wasn't me, like, my voice wobbling there. Car. But it does knock me sick. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So we'll do that at some point. It's half term as well, so get the kids out, get the litter picker going, get some gloves on, get some bin bags. Because you can't live somewhere as beautiful as this and expect anyone else to do that for you, know. This is a nice thing about where we are around here. This is, oh hello, this is it's a road, country road. Yeah, here's me and Rio just walking down the middle of it. I'll be very, very surprised if we see a car. Oh, I will come back to you in a second because there's a beautiful, like, little shepherd's hut thing I want to show you. So anyway, yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. But if I don't, thanks for watching, see you on the next one. Stupid little update, but I think there's someone staying at the shepherd's hut. There's a car outside and the doors are closed, so let's not film it. Again, production value on these, it's more just getting out and doing it, isn't it? So, right, we're going to walk home, and unless something really exciting happens, we'll see you on the next one. Oh, click here, click somewhere on this screen now to see where this all began. See you on the next one.